think he's sniffed out that there's something around here as well. And maybe it's the carcass that the hyenas stole the other day. You can see he's staring up into it, and he's right next to the car at the moment. He's literally sitting right next to us, and he is so much bigger than Tamba. Now that we get to see him up close, he really is a much bigger individual, and Tamba's got a bit of growing to do before he's going to be able to compete with the likes of that. But there, look, you see how he's staring up? Sinak, you're wondering how high a leopard can jump? And so you'll find with a leopard, I've seen them jump in terms of height, in feet, I would say probably close to maybe 18 foot into the air. So quite high is the answer. They're very agile. They've got huge amounts of power in their shoulders and in their sort of back legs, particularly. I think he's certainly looking out for where Tamba went. I'm hoping that though he's going to just leave it and run off. I don't know where Tamba is. The last time I saw him was just on top here, but he was moving around and kind of trying to trot off a little bit, and certainly Tingana is still sniffing and still trying to see where this leopard is, and there will be lots of scent here because of the amount that Tamba has spent in this area. Beck, you're saying, did I inform Tingana of our drive time change because he's far too early? Yes, I agree. I think he's obviously missed what's been supposed to be happening. So our last minute leopard has actually not shown up last minute for a change, which is a nice change. There he goes. You see he's heading straight up to where Tamba ran off just now. And look how his nose is down. He's sniffing. He's trying to work out what's going on. I think because there's probably so much scent here, he's probably thinking that there is some sort of carcass in this area, and that's why he's looking so much and checking around, trying to see what's going on. But look at the thickness of Tingana's neck. When you see him, you realize that Tamba's got a lot of growing to do and a long way to go before he's going to become a massive individual like Tingana, and he certainly is not going to be able to compete for a territory anytime soon when you've got boys this size around. Look at that. Oh, isn't that amazing? And our luck continues. I don't even know how much luckier we can get. I think the only thing is if we get something like a pangolin or an aardvark, but certainly it's been as good as we could possibly hope for the last little bit. Sorry Seb, it's a bit of a rough bump coming down. Now it looks like potentially Tingana is going to walk a little bit further south, which is good news. I'm hoping that he does keep going south and allows little Tamba a break to get away, and we don't have to worry about him then too much. Poor Tamba, I've had lots of stress about him today between the Sticks Pride and Tingana. It's tough being a young male leopard and being a safari guide, because you get so invested in these things that it's like a roller coaster of emotion, and I'm sure for a lot of you as well it's the same. Now look, he's looking up. Have you spotted Tamba on top there? No, he's still ambling now. Now the next thing is, if Tingana keeps walking this way, in all likelihood he's going to walk straight into Nsuku now, because if he goes southwards, that's where we're heading. We're heading straight towards Twin Dams. He might cross over the line. We might get not only this leopard walking into another leopard, but walking into a male lion as well, which is absolutely bizarre.